Good afternoon. My name is Wendell Nii Laryea Adjetey. I'm in the Department of History and Classical Studies. I would like to wish our graduates in the class of 2024 the very best in your future endeavors. There are a few things I would love to impart to you, things that, and certain words of advice that really made a significant difference in my development as a young adult when I finished undergrad at the University of Toronto. The first thing is that critical thinking is really and truly the hallmark of a free citizen. We are in an age, in a world right now where the absence of critical thinking is creating unbelievable havoc in terms of democracies, liberalism, all these fancy loaded words that seldom have any meaning in terms of people's material security and their welfare. So critical thinking is something that McGill should have taught you, and it's something that you should continue to hold on steadfastly to as you leave McGill and make your headway into the world of work and other places of ideas. Secondly, I want to encourage you to remain circumspect, remain introspective, principally because and invariably, you will have colleagues who will go off to fancy consultancies or fancy graduate programs, colleagues who will be making a lot of money. Maybe they might be stunning on Instagram or like TikTok or wherever you young people gather. I just had a boomer moment. But nonetheless, do not lose track of the fact that you're running your race. Stay focused on your race. Be kind to yourself, be patient with yourselves, and really and truly practice this art of being introspective, looking inward, being circumspective, looking around you, okay? Those who can run their race and be generous with others and celebrate other people's wins, even if it might take you some time to achieve your wins, are the individuals who run the race, the marathon of life, in a very well-mannered way, right? In a very successful way. So that's the second thing. The third piece really truly has to do with the power of being young. Like, you guys are unbelievably young. You're in your early 20s, right? You have an undergraduate degree from a world-class institution. There are so many different pathways ahead of you right now. The power of being in your 20s, the power of being this young, is not that you need to have everything figured out. That, oh, well, I'm gonna go to law school and then become a lawyer and do this for the rest of my life, or become a banker, or run nonprofits, or work in various like multilateral organizations, and that's my career. I encourage you to refrain from that type of thinking, okay? The key thing right now in your 20s is that you need to build the skill sets, or at least assimilate the skill sets that will allow you, in turn, to reinvent yourself, if need be, when you're in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, etc. So think about the 20s as the decade where you acquire tools so that you can become much more malleable, that you can adapt, that you can, in fact, like, change yourself. Should circumstances require you to change yourself, or should you desire to reinvent yourself in different seasons in your life? So with all that said, I wish you all the very best.